Today we're standing in front of the most famous bridges ever built.
But what most people don't know is how dangerous it was to build. That's the Golden Gate Bridge. Ready to see how this bridge was built?
Let's go back to the beginning. This place looks completely different.
And the bridge hasn't even been built yet. Look at that. The towers are rising straight from the ocean.
This place is incredibly dangerous.
Look at them. Walking across those beams hundreds of feet above the ocean. They're carrying enormous cables across the structure, with nothing but open air beneath them. And they keep climbing higher and higher, building one of the greatest bridges in the world.
Wait, that must be Joseph Strauss, the chief engineer behind the Golden Gate Bridge. Are you Joseph Strauss?
Yes, as I am. Welcome.
So, this is the famous project?
We're building the longest suspension bridge the world has ever seen.
And doing it in the middle of this wind?
Engineering requires courage.
First, we had to spin the enormous suspension cables. Thousands of steel wires were pulled across the strait again and again until they formed the main cables that would carry the entire bridge. Men worked hundreds of feet above the water, balancing on the cables themselves. But every step brought the bridge closer to reality. Then came the roadway. Massive steel sections lifted into place and riveted together. Piece by piece, the bridge began to stretch across the bay. Building here in these winds and powerful currents was one of the greatest engineering challenges of our time. To protect the men working here, we installed something never used on this scale before, a giant safety net beneath the bridge. Some of the most dangerous work happened high above the water, where men had to walk directly on the main cables. Every section of the cable had to be secured by hand. Thousands of components installed one by one, high above the water. At last, the bridge began to take its final form, stretching across the Golden Gate and connecting the city to the north.
I still can't believe they built something like this out here in the middle of the ocean.
And every cable, every piece of steel, placed by hand.
That's incredible. Mr. Strauss, thank you for sharing all of this with us.
It's incredible to see such an ambitious project taking shape.
It has been my pleasure. One day this neck these shores and stand as a symbol of human determination.
I can't believe they're building something this massive out here.
And every cable, every beam, placed by hand.
We should probably head back before we change history.
Ready to return to the present?
And that's how one of the greatest bridges in history was built.
Right here, over the Golden Gate. Next stop, Alcatraz.
1934.
(1934) Alcatraz.
There's nowhere to go.
This place wasn't made to hold people.
It was made to control them.
You can feel it in.
It's too quiet.
No life.
Most men fear chaos, but here, chaos has already happened.
And this fixes it?
No. This contains it. They wake up here every day. Routine is structure. When everything else
is gone.
It's right there. Life, movement, everything.
And still unreachable. That is the design.
So it's not the walls?
No. It's the distance between who they were and who they became.
That's worse.
Let's go.
Let's go further backpack.
San Francisco streets, 1900.
Okay, this is completely different.
It's alive.
These streets, they shouldn't work.
Nothing about this city should work.
And yet, it does.
You're looking at a problem solved differently.
Who's that?
He is Andrew Smith Halliday. This climbs without slipping. How?
By letting the city move from below.
It's not pushing the car.
It's pulling the entire street.
Continuous cable. Always moving. The car doesn't fight gravity. It connects to motion.
So the power is constant.
And invisible.
People trust something they can't see.
That's the whole system.
Every city has limits. The mistake is trying to remove them. You don't remove a hill. You learn how to move with it.
This feels human again.
Not control.
Flow.
Ready?
Always. Final stop.
Late 1800s.
This feels different.
It feels calm.
No noise. No pressure.
Just space.
They're not rushing.
They're shaping something personal.
Every detail matters. And still, they belong together. This feels human.
Yeah.
Not machines.
Not control.
Life.
After everything. Bridges, prisons, machines.
This is what remains.
A city isn't what it builds.
It's what it becomes.
San Francisco.
Between freedom
And control.
and identity.
We didn't just visit San Francisco.
We understood what it took to build it.
Some bridges don't just connect land.
They connect moments in time. Some places were built to confine the body.
But they reveal the strength of the mind. Movement is never just motion.
It's the story of a city climbing forward. And sometimes, history isn't grand.
It lives quietly in the details we choose to preserve.
Every city has a story.
And we're just getting started. Thanks for traveling with us.
There's so much more to discover.
Next destination already set.